Hello, and welcome back to the Kerbal Space Program. My name is WWDadman, but you already know that. And as you see, we're playing the 1.2 pre-release. So, yeah, what the hell is going on? What's new? What do we need to take a look at? So, as for now, we're going for a new sandbox. And just call this, whatever, 1.2 showcase. I did not show you the difficulty settings. I should have. Thanks, got it. That should be accessible still, though. Difficulty, yeah. Advanced. We've got the usual re-entry heating and stuff, and we also have a range for the antennas now, which is the main feature being added here. Excuse me, didn't want to actually come in here. As you see, if you actually start a career mode, you'd see that this actually has a maximum range and cannot go beyond like 5 million meters, I think. So 5,000 kilometers. Which also goes, of course, for the antennas. They all have a set range. We've of course got the old antenna that we all know. Here, the old Communitron 16, which, if you would get that here, has a 500,000 meter range at maximum, with penalties at different, like, oh, that's the optimal range, I guess, and these are signal, like, at these, the signal gets weaker, so you get less science for transmitting, I guess. Compared to this one we already know, of course, which has a 100 gigameter range. Why does this say 500k and then the last number is 224 million meters, while this says 100g and the last number is 100 gigameters? That's obviously 100,000 kilometers, if that wasn't clear. But yeah, I don't get the data transmission thingies there, really. In any way, we've got a antenna that you might recognize from remote tech. That's just the standard little thing that we attach to the side of the rocket and use for getting into orbit. We've of course got this one that's still there, and that's rated for 5.0G. I don't know what the G in the fucking antenna strength means then, but I guess higher is better. Then we've got a new antenna that flops out like that. And we've got a high gain antenna that also flops out like this. This one is 5, this one is 50G. And this one doesn't have antenna stuff, this is just the scanner. And then we've got relay antennas, and those are the dishes essentially that we know from remote tech. These can relay the signal that they like they can relay signals from one craft to another, or from one craft that's further away than the stations on the ground can go to there. Also, we've got a new font up here apparently. That's also something new. I'm just really quickly trying something. Hey! Font now supports weird letters. Quote unquote. Weird. Non-standard English alphabet. So non-English alphabet, so to say. So now German people can actually use these. Bad thing is, you can't really see the dots above the capital umlauts. But yeah. So this here is a science container. It's an experiment storage unit. I don't know exactly how this works, but we're going to have a quick look at how this might work. If I'd be designing this, I'd say I'll have some science on here, like a thermometer or a science junior. I don't give a damn right now. Science, like this, and like this, like on here, and put this on the launch pad. Oh. And then log the temperature, for instance, here, keep the experiment, transfer data into here. That's totally how it works. Good. Same for here. Observe the material spay, keep that, and then transfer the data. And here, yes, I want to remove the data, and then I can just close the doors as per usual and reset it if I have a Kerbal on board. So now everything is stored in here, and you could decouple that and let it land like as per usual. Also, we've got here the so to say signal strength for the probe. In this case, you actually have full signal strength, since every probe core does have a built-in antenna. It's just a very not strong one. One thing there, as you see, comm strength 5K. One thing that's also new, you can now put this in hibernation mode, where it uses up a lot less energy. I don't think it actually uses any energy in this mode, unless it's actually moving, and it has totally restricted controls in this case, which I'm going to show you real quick by just saying give me a probe core, give me some just give me the nuke generator, and it's a hex, so 3. Thank you. Then an antenna, a reaction wheel, antenna should be under utility or science. Actually, don't click out of the fucking game, thank you. I'm just going to use the 100G antenna because I can. And Then I'm gonna just put an RCS tank and some RCS jets, because why not? Right there. We also have a Place Anywhere linear RCS port now. That looks a little bit sleeker than the old one. Looks more like the other one. And if you actually turn on angle snap, it actually looks not bad. Any other new things that I want to talk about real quick? I don't think there's too much of a design change of anything really, so other than that. Yeah, we've still got those. We've still got structural parts. They are currently working. The heck? Oh, that's cool! I didn't know that we now had these kind of interstage fairings. They don't work though. They're doing weird things. Stop doing weird things. You're not where you're supposed to be. And you don't close around edges like that, like you should. Close fairing, and that's probably... Okay, it works there. It's a little bit dodgy, okay? But I like that we now have that. That's actually not that bad. And it does totally adjust, so those are procedural. Huh. That's cool. That's really cool. That now has a little bit more substance to it. Actually has stuff to attach things on. Now, what I do want to know, if I just put this on top of a craft and set like this, does this have anything in it? No. But you can use it as an interstage fairing, which is really cool. So yeah, that's new. Also, the rest here should be fine. Utility shouldn't have anything new. Nah, those are all old things that we already knew. And I already showed you the new antennas. So, what I'm going to do now is name this thing as test and launch it, and then show you a new feature in the Alt F12 menu, the cheat menu. Oh yeah, by the way, settings menu. Gameplay. The fuck is going on outside? What's making that noise? That's really weird. Anyway, temperature gauges until thermal highlighting and labeled. Double click mouse look not enabled. What the fuck is that? I don't know if you even... Anyway, advanced tweakables. I guess I'm gonna enable that just to see what that does. I guess that's a thing for Oh, that's actually a thing that I still need to show you as well, I guess. UI scaling is fine. App scaling, fine. Time control, that's not what I want. Oh yeah, you can now adjust the nav pole position as you want. I don't know if that was in the last build. Resizing was in, I know, but... Okay, so that's not in here. I'm going to have to look at the main menu for that. But for now, Alt F12. Looks a whole lot better, doesn't it? You now have a console for console commands. I have no idea about console commands for this game, so yeah. Performance, still there. As you see, running at 160 FPS at the moment. At peak, 100 to something. Okay. As you see, it fluctuates a bit, but yeah, you've got a lot of stuff in here, and you've got a new cheats menu. Hack gravity is still in here. Unbreakable joints, no crash damaging, no max temperature, infinite propellant, infinite electricity, which is really cool to have. By the way. Okay, it's not doing anything. Pause vessel on unpack. That's not actually anything I've ever touched. Biomes visible on map is still a thing. But you can actually do that with the scan set like thing that's in the game now. Part clipping is still there. Yeah, you can still cheat with funds and stuff. But there is also a set orbit feature, and I'm just going to set a moon orbit with a... What the fuck is MNA, OBT, LAN, and LPE? Semi-major axis, that means, I guess, radius of the fucking thing. In this case, a 25,000 kilometer 25,000 meter, 25 kilometer orbit should be fine. So set orbit. Okay, 21. Oh, I guess I missed a fucking thing. That's actually 3 back there. Yeah. Fuck it. Just take me to that. Thank you. So yeah, built-in hyper edit. Difficulty still there. Can do that. Object thrower. I guess that's the old whacker Kerbal. Oh yeah, and you can play around with our aerodynamics, drag thermal contracts Kerbals. You can edit that and create Kerbals just on the fly. But what I actually wanted to tell you, also that is a thing. You can now aim the camera here at a specific part. Auto strutting is a thing that now actually applies if there's like long things standing out of your thing, you can now add invisible struts with that. Curb net axis. See? That's the scan set like feature, where you now can see either biomes or altitude. Also, you can, I don't know what that does. Oh yeah, that just changes the grid and stuff. So you can just automatically refresh every 7 seconds or every 3.5 seconds. And you can just set a waypoint for there for the Midlands. I guess, yeah, you can just do this as well. You can look for a certain biome if you go over it. Like, for instance, this should count as craters, actually. Come on. But yeah, you can just set a waypoint there. And now have a look at the map. And you have 2 waypoints here that you can... Manly's cranny. Yeah, by the way, in this naming list, there's homages to a lot of people. Not just Scott Manley, but also to the former head developer Harvester, and yeah, probably some other people. So the other thing I wanted to show you, we are now going over the horizon here, and we're not going to be able to transmit to Kerbin anymore as of right now. Oh yeah, by the way, there is also a harvester thing. I guess that's one of the if you look here, you've got these little things here, which is actual locations with antennas, as far as I know. We're actually going to go up here from here and see in one of the episodes that I'm actually going to do. But for now, this should not be able to... Come on. How the fuck? You should be shielded. Right now, you are on the far side of the moon. Let's get actually to the far side. Okay, you can apparently have some sort of way through there. But yeah, now we are on the far side of the moon. We do not have control over this. I can mash WASD as much as I want. I can only activate and deactivate SAS. RCS. I cannot use the RCS though. Sorry. Except for aiming at what the core can do. Nothing else though. No WASD input and no shift, just X and Z in case you want to burn. So that's the limited controls you have over a ship that does not have direct contact to either a another ship that's crewed with a pilot or to Kerbin. So that's that. Also, I actually want to go ahead and show you another thing. I guess that's a part of the advanced tweakables that I activated, though. So, you know, whatever. KSC? Hello? Hello? Earth to Kerbal Space Center, are you there? I think I broke the game. This is expected with a preview build. Don't worry. And I guess somebody already did report this bug. Because this is not normal. I'm going to have to restart the game, I think. In which case, close Kerbal Space Program. I'm incredibly sorry. Open Kerbal Space Program. In which case you actually get to see the loading screen, which is a little bit different as well. As in, it now actually fits to the size of your screen. So you don't have like a very small window anymore where everything happens. But you actually have a full 1080p loading screen. Yeah, the little loading things here are still a thing. Liking Ike, recruiting Kerbals, transferring Homan. I've seen in any way. Resume that game. 1.2 showcase. Okay. So yeah, the other feature that I wanted to show you is a feature that I very much like, since it makes it a whole lot easier to not have stupid things happen if I just go ahead and put a bunch of these here. And then I don't know, one of these right here, and then I want this engine just because I can here, and on the other side. Then I can set flow priorities. So this is essentially Goodspeed fuel pumps made stock. So everything's right now 0. And if I go ahead and say I'll put this to 1, or actually let's put this to 8, and this to 0, while putting this to 3, 2, and 1. And then we actually have a look at how this burns out. So remember, this is on 8, this is on 0. We just highest priority first. And the next things that should go after that is 3, 2, 1, and then that. I am going to go ahead and say 4 times time acceleration, so that actually runs out. I should have used a less... Oh yeah, okay, I should have used a more actually usable engine for that. Revert flight to vehicle assembly. Something that actually uses fuel, maybe. These are way too efficient. How about a mainsail? And launch. So this is out. X. Now, the next thing to happen is this one goes, because that's priority 3. Then that's priority 2. That's priority 1. So it doesn't go until this is done. And then that goes, when that's done. So this is essentially good speed fuel pumps, just without the auto pumping. But you can set each like tank that you want to be used up first, as you like. So that's that. And I think with that, that should be all new features. Apart from, of course, you know, we could actually, tracking station. Have a look. The other, like, apart from KSC, there's other stations now that actually should have buildings. I just don't know in where exactly they are, and flying there is probably going to take a while. So yeah, and hyper editing myself over is not really a option, unless actually let's use this. Hyper edit ourselves back to a Kerbal orbit. Cheats, set orbit, Kerbal. Actually use 70 kilometers. Set orbit. Now we have signal from everywhere. I'm just going to, you know, you see when you go actually over a thing where so one is right there. I don't, of course, have any mods installed in this. Another one's right there, apparently. Don't even know if that's right. Yeah, that should be right there. Unfortunately, I don't have any mods installed, so we don't really see anything here. So that's not a thing we can land at. But that's a thing we can land at. By just saying burn normal, that would be up. H. Actually just increase the inclination or something. You know, it's just something I can't really fucking do in a short video just showcasing the new stuff. But yeah, the scan set like thing actually does show you the anomalies like these monoliths and stuff, and so you can totally go and hunt down anomalies, and as I said, those parts where you see the lines connecting to Kerbal from the communication systems should theoretically have buildings there that actually work and do stuff. So we're definitely going to look for those eventually, just not in this video because I don't have the time for it. But this is it for this video, since I guess I actually showed you everything. We are, however, still going to finish off the Outer Planets mod first, just to make sure. I don't know how long it's gonna take for mods to update to 1.2. I don't know how long the testing period for 1.2 is gonna take, so we're probably going to stay on 1.1.3 for the modding stuff for a while, and we're not going to play 1.2 that much unless I'm actually going to find time to stream, but that's less likely now that I actually have university stuff going on. But in any way, I'd say for now, like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more, and until next time, my name is WW Dadman. Bye.